Good evening, YouTube. It's your man George Page coming to you live on YouTube. Well, I saw this on Facebook and also was posted on Twitter that Zindzi Mandela has passed away. Now, Miss Mandela was the youngest daughter, one of the youngest daughters of the apartheid movement leader and the first black president of South Africa, Nelson Mandela, and Winnie Mandela. Now, Zindzi was 59 years old at the time of her death. She died in Johannesburg, South African hospital. There's no details of what circumstances of her death. Probably, be known later once the family disclosed it. A member of the Nelson Mandela Foundation reported to the information of the death of the passing of Miss Mandela. She was married, and she had 4 children and quite a few grandchildren. Now, Zindzi is a young girl, protested along with her mother, Winnie, when her father, Nelson Mandela, was doing 30 years in a South African prison during the time of apartheid. And when her father was freed around about the early 90s, she became an activist herself. She really was also the ambassador to the country of Denmark for South Africa. Zindzi, she put up a full fight, and she even, there's a story where when she was younger, her father, wrote and asked about how she was doing and all the other children. Now, Nelson had 6 children, and Zindzi was the second youngest of out of the 6. But this is just, we lost somebody who was a fighter against racism and apartheid. South Africa had a long history of apartheid. South Africa was a country that was conquered by the Dutch, and many Africans were, weren't given the rights and the privileges of any other citizens, especially that was their country. It's like here in America, but like I said, it was, the whole apartheid movement was going on, just separate but equal mentality. And even though when Nelson Mandela became president, there was still some issues. Some people didn't feel like he was the best president, but he was the president at the time they needed it. But Zindzi was a great woman. She was a mother, a grandmother, an activist, a political figure. And just to lose somebody like this, especially in the black community, because many of us feel we still have a connection to Africa. And even though South Africa is not considered part of Africa, it is Africa. But like I said, it's just a loss to the family, to her husband, to her children, her grandchildren, to her mother and her brothers and sisters. So I want to say rest in peace to Miss Mandela. I hope she's with her father. And, it's just going to be a great loss in the Mandela family. It's your man, George Page. Like, subscribe. Don't subscribe. I'm out.